Hi everyone. How to become a ZSSR? If you want to become a ZSSR and earn through assessments, this guide shows you exactly how to apply step by step. The process is simple, just follow along. Please keep the following documents ready: passport size photo, government ID proof, educational certificates, lead auditor certificate, experience letter. Eligibility: compliance with all eligibility requirements is mandatory for successful application. Non-compliance with eligibility requirements may result in application rejection. Eligibility requirements to meet: do's: review all ZAP eligibility requirements before applying. Ensure all mandatory requirements are fulfilled prior to application submission. Provide accurate, truthful, and complete information at all times. Cooperate with verification, assessment, and interview requirements. Submit application before the deadline with all required documents. If eligibility condition that may lead to rejection. So if you don't meet the eligibility conditions that may lead to rejection, the following are don'ts. Do not apply if any mandatory eligibility criterion is not met. Do not ignore verification, assessment, or compliance requirements. Do not provide false, misleading, or incomplete information. Do not submit forged, altered, or unauthorized documents. Don't miss deadlines or fail to respond to communication. Don't seek exemptions or waivers for mandatory requirements. So, eligibility notes and clarification: meeting all eligibility requirements improves the likelihood of a successful application. Failure to meet any mandatory requirement may result in rejection or non-consideration. All information provided is subject to verification and validation. Keep a copy of submitted documents and communication for future reference. So step 1, log in and open the requirement file. Go to the site z.msme.gov.in. Then navigate to training programs. Click on register now. Select the training program applicable. Here is the application form for ZMaster Trainer Assessor Consult Training. So you can check the eligibility criteria here. Once you press on click here, a document will download. Open the downloaded document. Understand all the requirements: NIC codes, training programs, participant selection, then participation fee, evaluation, examination, and certification. Then certification requirements, which is educational certificate, work experience, then technical knowledges. You should also have the soft skills. Make sure you meet all the requirements before proceeding with the application. Step 2, log in with your credentials. What you need is your registered email ID, your registered mobile number. You need to use the same details you registered with to avoid access issues. So whatever the mail ID, the password is there. Select the proper training program you are applying for, then click on next. Step 3, identity proof. Select the document type from the drop down. Upload your one passport photo. Once uploaded, select the document type from the drop down menu. So I'll be selecting PAN. Enter the document number as exactly in the document. Then name according to that, whatever there in the document. Then upload the ID proof. Once uploaded, complete the nomination details. Select certification body. Certification body name will be RSJ Inspection Service Limited. Then name of the coordinator will be Sonal Sagi. Email ID sonalsagi@rsjqa.com. Then mobile number. Once you complete the nomination details, then come to the personal details. Enter your first name, middle name, and last name. So first name and the last name are compulsory. Then your date of birth, then your father name, mailing address, make sure all information is entered correctly, then the mobile number, primary language, whatever your primary language is, then other languages which you know to speak, written languages in primary, and the other written languages you know to write. Once it is done, step 5 will be educational qualification, graduation, diploma, and above. You need to click on add new qualification, then enter the passing year, then institution name, qualification you have done, then upload the educational certificate. So once you upload, click on add. So which are the qualifications you have completed, the graduation and the above. So please add all those qualifications. So here are the some mandatory requirement for the educational qualification. Below are the do's. Hold a technical degree or diploma in engineering from recognized university institution. Submit the final degree diploma certificate as proof of qualification. If the final certificate is not yet issued, the final semester year result or mark sheet issued by the university or institute clearly indicating successful completion may be considered acceptable. All qualifications are subject to verification. Provide accurate and verifiable educational credentials. So here are the don'ts. Do not apply if you don't possess a technical degree or diploma in engineering. Do not submit incomplete educational records. Do not submit provisional documents without evidence of successful completion. Do not provide unverifiable educational credentials. So notes and clarification for the educational qualifications are: technical degree, diploma in engineering is mandatory for eligibility. If the final certificate is not yet issued, a final semester or year result or mark sheet clearly indicating successful completion may be considered acceptable. All qualifications are subject to verifications. So once educational and qualification certification you have added, come to the next step, additional qualification and work experience. So click on add new experience, select the qualification type, select the type of experience you have, certification name, then organization name which the certification has been issued, roles and responsibility, how many years you have experience in that. Then you need to upload the proof, that is certificate. Click on add. So you need to keep on adding the qualification, additional qualification or the work experience you have. Then the years, how many years have you worked as a sustainability associate. Then same, upload the proof again. Click on add. So once you add the work experience, there are few requirements to meet. Below are the do's. Graduate engineers must have a minimum of 5 years of post-qualification work experience. Then diploma engineers must have minimum of 8 years of post-qualification work experience. Have at least 3 years of experience in operations, quality, management systems, auditing, assessment, inspection or consulting. Experience should be supported by employment records, experience certificates, appointment letters, or equivalent evidence. Ensure all experience is post-qualification and in regular employment. Below are the don'ts. Do not apply if the minimum work experience requirement is not met. Do not include internship, trainee, apprentice, graduate engineer trainee, or student training experience. Do not count experience gained before obtaining the qualifying degree or diploma. Do not claim unsupported or unverifiable experience. Do not provide misleading or incomplete experience details. Notes and clarifications. Only post-qualification regular employment is considered. Minimum 3 years of relevant experience in specified domains is mandatory. Relevant experience will be verified during the assessment process. Failure to meet the minimum experience requirement may result in application rejection. If your management system audits, so if you are an auditor, minimum 25 audit mandates is compulsory. So perform audits in ISO management systems, CIXM, EFQM, MBNQA, other recognized business excellence models. Perform audit as lead auditor, team leader. Maintain and submit audit log sheets, audit reports, assignment letters, audit certificates, evidence of role, scope, and duration. Keep in mind, complete a minimum of 25 audit mandates. Ensure all audit experience is verifiable. Only active audit roles are accepted. Observer, witness, trainee, and shadow audits do not count. Don'ts: audit mandates, cautions, and notes. Do not apply if you have less than 25 audit mandates. Do not include observers audits, witness audits, trainee audits, shadow auditor audits. Do not submit audit records without role, duration, or organization details. Do not claim audit experience that cannot be verified. Do not submit incomplete audit evidence. Do not submit audit documents from unrecognized or unverifiable sources. Notes and clarification: minimum 25 mandates is mandatory. Only active audit roles are accepted. Audit experience should be related to ISO management systems or recognized business excellence models. Audit evidence may be reviewed and validated during assessment. All audit records must be authentic, complete, and verifiable. Keep all supporting documents ready for verification. Incomplete or unverifiable audit experience may result in application rejection. So once you complete the additional qualification and work experience, come to next step, technical skills as per Z disciplines. So you can refer this section in the eligibility criteria section 3, that is technical knowledge. You can have a look on this, how it can be related to your technical skills. So click on add new technical, select a discipline, then type of experience you have in, so which company has conducted it, then how many years have you done that. You need to upload the certificate, then click on add. So please have a look on this note. To qualify as a participant for Z Master Trainer Assessor Consultant training, the professional shall have the knowledge expertise in minimum one discipline for each category, that is A, B, C. So you can see here there are A, B, C category, at least one discipline experience you should have in all three categories. So once you fill all this, there are few don'ts and do's in the technical skill. Do's: demonstrate competence and practical experience in relevant discipline areas. Provide evidence through work experience, projects, audits, certifications, assessments, or assignments. Demonstrate expertise in applicable groups, Group A, Group B, and Group C. Ensure the experience and expertise are relevant to the scope applied for. So Group A, business manufacturing. Group B, quality, safety, environment. Group C, energy, supply chain, human resources. Evidence may include work experience, audit experience, assessments, projects or assignments, certifications, training records. Do not claim expertise without supporting evidence. Do not provide incomplete, unsupported, or misleading competency information. Do not ignore discipline requirements relevant to the applied scope. Do not provide unverifiable or misleading competency information. Do not claim expertise outside the applicable discipline groups. Discipline expertise evaluated based on education, work experience, audit experience, certifications, and interview performances. Expertise must be relevant to the discipline groups and scope applied for. Only verifiable and authentic evidence will be considered. Providing false or misleading information may lead to rejection. So once everything is done, take a few extra minutes to review that can help you to avoid rejection or delays. Repeat the process for technical skills to your profile. Verify personal details, educational qualifications, work experience, technical skills, and uploaded documents. Make sure there is no spelling mistakes, missing documents, or incorrect details. After reviewing, submit the application. Click on the consent, then submit the application. After submitting the application, navigate to zmsme.com, then click on more. There will be Z Assessor Professional. Click on that. Once you click on that, click on how to apply, view more, come to step 12. So submit to RSJ. So once the submitted application, take the screenshot and you need to submit us. So enter your name, email ID, phone number, and choose the file. Click on the captcha. So once captcha is done, click on submit. You're all set. Review carefully, submit confidentiality. Follow the steps in order to keep every document ready and verifiable and meet all eligibility requirements before you apply. And we look forward to welcoming you as a ZSSL to our RSJ. Thank you for watching the video.